Hey guys, Corone here, and I'm bringing you another episode of Road to PVM Mastery, which is my progress series. I first of all must apologise for there not being one for several weeks. Uh, I mean, this is meant to be a bi-weekly series, but it's like almost turned into a monthly series. I do apologise. I will try and get them out quicker in future. Now, drop of the week this week is from Gregorovich. I didn't get anything big, but I went to Gregorovich for one kill only to try and get speed kill of the week. I didn't get speed kill of the week, but I did get a one of those rare items, a crest. I've forgotten what the name was for a second there. Now for speed kill of the week, I didn't actually do anything that quick, so like literally my only record that I set this week was Magister, which is a bit cheating really, because well, Magister just came out, of course I'm gonna set a speed kill, but I like this was my quickest kill that I've done so far. It's like 2 minute 50 something. It's honestly not the fastest, like loads of people are so much quicker than me. I used a setup of, well, I just used a scythe here, but I've come to using Drygors as well. Now, I actually got one of those rare drops from Magister on that kill as well. It gave me 4 pieces of scripture. I need 300 to make tier 92. As you just saw, I got the final raptor piece as well. So this week I finally unlocked the raptor chest for the first time. And what I got were 3 million in sellable loot, 75k XP lamp, I got 375 Slayer points, and I got, I believe, 20 VIP tickets, so definitely worth it. Now on to skiing section. I did try dwarf traders for the first time. I did a bit of smithing. Off camera I did some herbal as well, grinding for well, making overloads. I did a lot of Menethos fishing, and this is because the promotion, well, the event they had on. So I was converting for BXP. I thought, well, might as well take advantage of the time by doing a bit of fishing, and I get a pet, Squeck I think it is, but I I was not expecting to get a pet here, and I apologise for the bloody loud birds in the background. Can't even hear myself think, but yeah, I prefer Squeck than Bubbles. Bloody hell, these birds are loud. Okay, right, I'm getting sidetracked. Okay, so I also did, what do you call these? Sinkholes. Sinkholes were pretty cool. So I never knew these existed until now. So I sort of like, this is my first time doing them. And yeah, like it seems like the main goal of sinkholes is to screw over the rest of your team as much as physically possible. So yeah, I managed to hit 90 dungeoneering as a result. Now, before I go into some of the other updates, well, such as the hell we're finally getting an orb drop, I want to talk about this poll they released on Monday. And so I'll tackle the attack and HP pets first. So attack pets, I want to sort of criticize all of these attack pets because they have nothing to do with attack. What I would like from a skill pet is something that represents a skill but that also looks cool. Now there are some pets which I feel do look cool. Monty, Duke, and Sifu I like, but I feel none of them sort of represent attack. I think those options aren't the best. I voted for Monty, but honestly, I'd be happy with Sifu or Monty. Uh, Duke, I wouldn't be too happy about because we've already got something like that. Similar one is Ralph, the thieving pet. Now the HP pet, I felt there were a lot of options with the HP pet that did have some relevance to the skill, but they just didn't look cool. So I ended up going for the lizard. I can't remember off the top of the head the name, but there was also like this red blood cell, which was a brilliant idea. But I prefer the lizard. The one thing I don't want is the attack pet to be a bloody panda, because everything's about bloody pandas. So yeah, the other vote was the Vitalis Virago pet. Now, where to begin on this? I honestly think it should be open to all players. Not just people who have Virago, have done certain criteria, Virago, etc. I think it should be open to all players, because the people that have Vitalis are obviously going to say no, there shouldn't be a threshold, because, well, they grinded it before, and, like, rightly so, yeah, I agree, they've grinded it before. They're right to say that, but, like, they shouldn't have such a big voice. I'm thinking about the people that have actually actively grinded it as well. The people that can't actually go for Insane Thunder Boss because of that one pet. To me, I honestly feel that I would be happy for Vitalis to get a threshold as long as there is another boss pet in the game that doesn't have a threshold. I think we need something that's got prestige about it as a boss pet, like Vitalis does. There's no threshold, it's bloody difficult to get. But I think the problem is that it's in a group boss. I'd rather a boss with a pet that doesn't have a threshold but that you can solo farm. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, I'm sort of on the fence about it. I think more people should have been able to vote. Personally, I feel like I would prefer Vitalis not to have a threshold, just because of the prestige of it. And no, I don't have it, and I'm probably never going to grind it, honestly, as a result of it not having threshold, ironically. But I do think that for those people that do grind and put the effort in, it's difficult to get. And it's meant to be difficult to get. Okay, moving on from there. So, I got Vires for the first time, and I also came up with an idea which made me start doing Ganos. I also got a Gano mask through Vic the Trader, so I started forcing those tasks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 5 Ganos in my player-owned Slayer dungeon. Not Slayer-owned player dungeon, that would be rather amusing. So the thought behind this is I could potentially go for the mage cannon, the coil. I can't remember the first name. It's basically a Tesla coil. Or I wouldn't necessarily need that, but I could use an aggression potion and just fight 5, just AoE 5 at once in the Slayer dungeon. And if I can find the right setup, I reckon I can make a lot of money and a lot of XP doing that. I think that's sort of like one of those things where you'll see a YouTube video of it once I've managed to get it set up, and you'll be like, wow, did you hear about this guy? He's making 10 mil an hour at Ganos. But yeah, probably won't happen. As for other slots in my Slayer dungeon, I've been debating. I've really been debating because I felt that I only needed 2 Dark Beasts because I single target. But then I thought, well, if I have anything else in there, it has to be something weak enough to not damage me. Because if I could use aggression pots there. So I'm thinking of using maybe 1 or 2 warped tortoises in there for the tortoise shells. This is an idea sort of given to me by a friend. So yeah. I also got Calgarian demons for the first time since getting level 90 dungeoneering. And my very first task, would you believe it, I get an Onyx drop. And that was very, very early into that task as well, so I was happy about that. As for Calgarians as a task, I'm not keen on them. The reason why I'm not keen on them is because of the length of the task. The task just takes too long. I don't like a task that takes longer than an hour, and I feel these do take longer than an hour. Just because they seem to have some sort of like damage reduction. Whereas I can hit stuff that has like the same HP like wyverns or ripper demons, and I can kill them incredibly quickly. But I can't kill these incredibly quickly. But I guess that's because the weaknesses with those. So I also started co-op Slayer as well. So I've been co-oping with 2 of my friends, and my end goal for this is to get the Lava Strikeworm skin for Freezy. Now this is the first time I've ever been doing co-op Slayer. Co-op Slayer is pretty good because like tasks are very quick. It's a very quick way of grinding Slayer points as well. But you do need someone who's like capable, like the same level. So I've been looking around and I basically needed someone who was prepared to do level 96 Slayer tasks as well, because I wanted the XP for those. So yeah, I've been grouping with 2 people, 2 of my friends, and we've sort of been doing well with them. We've been getting Soul Devours like non-stop as well, and it's honestly getting a bit annoying, Soul Devours, especially now that keys aren't 2 mil each. I was getting so lucky with keys, it's unbelievable. I still am, but the thing is I've not actually sold any of the keys that I've gotten, really. I mean, I've been saving them to do Magister, which you'll see later on in the video how that turned out. Actually, you've already seen the quickest kill of the week, but you'll see my very first Magister kill. So yeah, started with Errats, did some duo krill, duo krill because we're on co-op Slayer task. That's literally the only reason to do it. We also did living wyverns and camel warriors as well. These are fine. Camel warriors, well actually no, camel warriors are not fine. They're a pain in the arse because they're single target. Like 2 people can't do the same camel, so it really sucks. So yeah, I mean they're still a cancer task. Honestly, the only reason why I don't block these is because of the raptor key. Now we're on to what I think is the second to last segment of the video. So this is the first ever Magister kill that I got. This was my first attempt. I did not know what to expect. I went in here completely blind. So I worked out the bomb mechanic very, very quickly. I was using Mage. Mage isn't the best style to use, as I found out. This is a very, very slow kill. So I had to boost it with Wilder Pies. I'm probably going to reach 115 Slayer in the next week or so. So yeah, I'm going to look out for that. but yeah, well, my thoughts on this boss. Okay, so my thoughts on this boss is that it's way too easy. Like, way too easy. Given the requirement to do it, like, the requirement to do it is huge. Like, you need ridiculous accuracy. But, like, mechanically, it's rather straightforward. I expected something like the same sort of level as QBD, maybe higher. Honestly, I feel this is easier than QBD. It's a DPS race, honestly, and I feel my DPS lags, but even still, I'm like not even struggling that much. I can manage 2 kills per trip. If I was better at the game, I could probably manage like 3, 4. But then there's also the wilder pie. I have to have my character pied up this entire time. So since making the video, I also found out that super restores work here, but only for a limited amount. So super restores will remove 4 stacks of the debuff. It was bugged at the start of the week to where it would completely remove it. It has been hotfixed and is working as intended now. It removes 4 of the stacks. It's not perfect, but it's like better than using prayer bots. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll bring out another one soonish. For now, let's go to the wielding montage.